Middle schoolers at Faith United Methodist Church in Genoa, Illinois don't need to spend summer break working at a far-off place to do mission work. They can find it near home through their church's Staycation Mission Camp. For more information on this exciting opportunity for youth, let's welcome Reverend Melissa Myers, pastor of Faith United Methodist Church. We also welcome Chris Aves, youth leader at Faith United Methodist Church, and we welcome Jolie Overstreet, who participated in the camp when she was in middle school. Jolie is now a freshman at Genoa Kingston High School. Tell us a little bit about your congregation and the community you serve.
Faith United Methodist Church in Genoa is a smaller membership church. The community of Genoa is about 5,000 people in town. And we have a church of really all ages. We've got older folks and we've got younger folks. So we have a really strong youth program and also a lot of adult opportunities as well.
Okay. And in a diverse congregation like that, how do you get the youth excited about coming to church?
The same way you get anybody excited about coming to church. You make church relevant and appropriate to their lives. We ask sometimes really hard questions and talk about really difficult topics like mental health, bullying. We ask serious questions of faith, like more than just who is Jesus, but what does Jesus mean to our life? And what we try and do as a church is we want to make the world a better place here and now and for the future.
Excellent. Sounds like a lot of work.
It is, but it's fun.
Good. And Chris, can you tell us a little bit about what a staycation is?
Staycation kind of evolved. We first started with mixed age groups, high school and middle school, but as you know, middle school and high school have different needs, different attention spans, that kind of thing. And so my goal was to split out the two and do camps that were more appropriate, more age appropriate for the two.
Okay.
High school kids can more mature and they're able to maybe go away for a week or so. Middle schoolers, we stay closer to home and we do activities just closer to home, shorter activities, so they can get an idea of what mission actually is.
And what might mission close to home look like?
Oh, well, for instance, we're south of Rockford, and so we can spend time feeding the homeless at the Rockford Rescue Mission. Feed My Starving Children isn't that far in Aurora, so we can go there for the day. Just activities maybe related to gardening or working with children or working with the homeless, that kind of thing.
Lots of things.
Yep.
So Jolie, why did you join the camp?
Probably because my mom signed me up for it.
Yeah, that happens in middle school.
After that, I just kept going to it. So, it was fun. I liked it.
Can you tell us some of the projects you've been able to do?
I did the Feed My Starving Children, and I would do the Rockford Rescue Mission. We also did fun stuff, we went rock climbing one year too.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Reverend Melissa, why is it important to introduce mission as young as middle school?
I think it's important because it's something that to get them interested in changing the world. They're able to change the world at any age, but to do something that makes a difference in the world, to do something that makes the world better. In the projects and the programs that we do, it also is a different experience for them, that they get to see the world sometimes through different eyes. In Genoa, we may not have necessarily a homeless mission, so to be somewhere in Rockford, to see homelessness and what that looks like, and then maybe see some of the clues or the things that we have in our own community that need some assistance. And even doing some of the things like gardening, and even though the kids may not be super interested or super excited about gardening,
come on.
but they get to put their hands to work, and they get to actually physically do things.
Okay. Chris, can you give us some examples of what that looks like?
Actually, the camp is designed to be part mission, part devotion, and part fun.
Okay.
And because of their attention span, which I don't want to give Jolie middle schoolers a bad name here, but it can take things about 2 hours at a time. Okay. So, the camp is designed to, let's say, Feed My Starving Children is at Aurora, and then we went to Naperville to the rock climbing wall, and then we came home and we did devotion and fun at home. So that's kind of the design of the camp. Like Melissa said, some of the things I'm looking to do, community building, confidence building, and including kids who may not be included at school, that kind of thing.
So it sounds like they're day trips? It's like
yes, yeah. It might be close. We garden actually in the next town over, Kingston. I don't know, it's not even that, 5 miles over, or we might come into the suburbs and do something too.
Okay. And Jolie, can you tell us, have you had the opportunity to garden, or what are some of the actual things you've gotten your hands into?
The first year we did a lot of gardening, but we complained a lot, so she didn't do it a lot more. The next year we gardened too, but the last year we just kind of cut that out.
So are you digging holes? Are you watering plants?
We were weeding the whole time.
So you're a good weeder.
No.
No? You're not going into gardening either, I don't think.
No.
Do you think your experience with this staycation camp, though, has changed you at all?
Yeah, I mean, I talk to more people than I used to, since people from other towns would come.
Okay. And do you think it has increased your interest in doing mission work?
Yeah. I like it better.
One of the things that I have hoped when we've worked with the homeless, homeless folks just want to be seen and engaged. And so when we work with the Rockford Rescue Mission, for instance, it's not just serving food. The kids would get in and mingle and learn the stories of the folks that are there, just to recognize their humanity and get to know them, because there's a certain barrier that we have with the homeless. So that's one thing that we've really worked a lot with the kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Breaking
down some barriers. And
Right, absolutely.
And building relationships.
Yes, yeah.
Who attends the camp? Is it all people that come to your church?
No, none of our church activities are open exclusively to the church. The church is not an exclusive club.
Okay.
We exist for the community. And so about half of the students who come to Staycation are who we would call ours, who've grown up in our church or are part of the church, and half of the students are not. They're friends from the community or people from the community who have heard about the program and want their kids to be a part of it.
Okay, great.
Well, and also I would tell you that the program, the camp, it's not exactly like camp that you would think of, a huge camp. Really, 15, 20 kids are really all that we're kind of targeting. I mean, certainly we'd expand it, but it's really meant to be kind of an intimate time together to really get to know each other deeply and just spend some time together. Yeah.
But some of that happens in the evenings when we get back to the church. One year Jolie was making up songs and singing to Les Mis about the adventures of the day. Sometimes it's in playing sardines at the church. So it's the community building and the ways that we're able to be ourselves and sometimes be silly.
Do you see a change in the youth group after people have participated in this?
Oh, certainly. You see it in any kind of small group setting. At first, some of the folks do know each other, but they don't. We pull from 3 different towns, Genoa, Kingston, and Kirkland, and they're all about 8 miles radius from each other. And they go to different schools. But as you always see in small groups, eventually day 2 or whatever, they really form one group. And it's really neat to see, and it always happens, and that's one of the really high points for me as a leader.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
So you don't love gardening, but do you have any favorite memories or stories?
I liked it the first year. Chris wouldn't turn on the radio in the van, so we
She want you to talk to each other.
So we sang like old songs all the time. Like we would sing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star," and we sang Christmas songs, even though it was June.
Well, thank you so much, Pastor Melissa and Chris and Jolie, for being here with us today. I'm Polly Toner for Different Drummers in the Greater Chicago Broadcast Ministries. Keep the faith.